Hey, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Freezing today, but I was had a little cabin fever or spring fever. With it warming up and all, I started to get my fishing stuff sorted and get everything ready, so to speak. At least start going through it. It's been a few years. I actually didn't fish much in the past couple, maybe year or two. But friggin' Amazon. Growing up, you had to go to the sporting goods store or the bait and tackle store and pay $6, $7, $8 each for these Rapalas and what's the other one? Rebel lures, Rapala. And if you're not familiar with these, well, Rapalas have been around for a long time. Pretty expensive, very, very well made. Probably the best lures. I've caught more fish on Rapalas. There is just something about them. They're extremely lifelike, or I don't know. I don't know what's so special about Rapalas, but they work really good. There's also a company called Rebel Lures. I mean, there's a million companies. Meps, Little Cleos, and Daredevil. But anyway, I wanted to try some Amazon lures. They're pretty inexpensive. Really big selection, too. And whenever I saw something I liked, there would be a whole bunch of colors that you could pick from, which I really like, because ideally, you want to match what the bait fish look like in your area. I mean, it's hard to do. The color schemes, there's nothing around here that looks like some of this stuff. But I went with some colors that I at least thought were relative for what's around here. I mean, these are pretty cool, right? These are like bluegills and sunfish. They're small. They're not super big. They are kind of big, I guess. But there's a bunch of different color patterns. I went with these because they do sort of look like what's around here, so to speak. I have a lot of rubber frogs. I love rubber frogs. There's something about them. When a fish goes after them because they're on top of the water, it's like the best thing in the world. The fish just come flying right out of the water to get these. So I do have a lot of rubber frogs. They are so much fun. They're probably like my favorite thing. What else? I do know you want to get weedless too if possible. So they don't, because these work really well where there's like a lot of cattails and lily pads and weeds, a lot of weeds. So there is a little piece of metal springy that keeps this from hooking on weeds. It's genius. And it works fairly well. So you could drag this through some weeds and stuff and it won't get caught up on anything. If a fish nails it. But yeah, weedless is the way to go if possible. Here's another weedless. You can see how that works. That's important. They're not all like that, but a lot of them, some are. The other way they make them weedless is to bury the hooks in the soft part of the body. That way they don't get caught on anything, but they're soft enough that if a fish strikes it, and that's another way they'll make them weedless. So that's important. Good to have weedless. Some of these lures, I mean, this thing's light. It feels like literally feels like an empty plastic bag. That's how light this is. So casting it will probably cast about as far as casting this paper bag. It's kind of cheap. I don't know. Some of these other ones are a little heavier. Like this is castable. This will cast. This one's pretty heavy. Probably lasts half an ounce maybe. I don't even remember seeing this one, but there's nothing around here that looks like that. But yeah, this one just feels like nothing. We do have a lot of like pike and muskie here, so I thought I try those, and these are like big minnows, and these are those new segmented. I mean, jointed lures have been around forever. They usually have like one joint, sometimes two joints. But these ones are really segmented, and I've seen these. I picked one up last summer and was using it, and the action on them so good. They are so good. It was these actually. These ones, they just swim amazing. They swim amazing. But yeah, little Amazon fishing lure haul. I also picked up, I know, this ain't supposed to, hope it doesn't come across like a flex as much as just informative. I don't know. There's a lot of times I can't find videos of stuff, and I wonder if it's any good from Amazon, you know, made in China. Growing up, you couldn't find a fishing lure made in China as a kid. They were all made in either USA, a lot were made in Korea and Japan, Taiwan, but no China. But so again, try not to take it like anything I do like a flex. Just try and make it informative. Let you get a look at things you couldn't normally see or get a look at, and I don't know, get an opinion from somebody who doesn't really know any better, but just to have a look at some of the stuff. Because I don't know. I had my doubts. You know what I mean? If they're made like crap, they're not going to cast right. The action in the water is not going to be right. There's kind of a lot to it. But like everything, I just want to be informative, and hopefully you'll get a question answered or get a feel for what it is you're looking for. This was a collapsible rod and reel setup. This company, which I will never even try and pronounce. I really haven't even took it apart yet. I was going to do a whole unboxing of this and then compare it to one that I have from like the 70s that's like never been used. I got a whole long story about this one, how I got it. But anyway, let's see. Should we tear into this right now? Use my mouth. So this is just one of those collapsible, portable travel type fishing poles. You like the color? It's a really pretty green. Not that I really need to have a good looking fishing pole, but it's like my tools. I like them to look good. So it is a really nice looking reel. I shopped around for one. They had the 12+1 ball bearing or whatever it was. Honestly though, it feels really light. It doesn't feel like it's all that great. I'm sure if I weighed up one of my name brand reels and weighed this, weighs nothing. This feels like it's made out of friggin' plastic. But you never know, it might be okay. Time will tell. Time will tell. This one is far heavier than this one. This thing is super light. It's probably not the best. You can see the eyelets are just not. Let's see, focus. What terrible eyelets. Oh yeah, those are sharp and they're not going to cast well. But it's an antique. I can't find any markings on it. I want to go through it, but all right, let's tripod up here. You know, I don't know. They were cheap. The Amazon lures are pretty inexpensive, like a lot of things on Amazon. You know what's cool though? I saw they have like Bluetooth ones now, rechargeable ones, and motorized robotic ones. A Bluetooth fishing lure. I thought that was like pretty neat. Let's spread this thing out now. All right, let me get you guys in a better spot. This was like a middle of the road one. I didn't want to go ape. You could get them, they get expensive like everything. You could spend a fortune on it. But like everything on Amazon, you don't want to get the dirt cheapest thing either. That's just asking for trouble. You could pick what size too. They came in a lot of different sizes. I think there was 2 longer than this. I want to say this was a 7-footer. Which, yeah, 7, maybe even higher. This may be even bigger than 7 foot. It's really nice looking. Good looking eyelets. They're nice and smooth and well done. Where are you? There you are. Yeah. Just something that, well, you know, ideally, I kind of got it for kayaking. I thought it'd be a little bit easier to bring it out there collapsed and then open it up when you're out there. I don't know. I should have went with a shorter one, honestly. But, crappy little fishing video. Thank you guys so much for checking it out, though. See if I can figure out how to get this back together. Spring is upon us. Won't be much longer. Be out there nailing them bass and them pike. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully that wasn't too silly, too crappy. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.